Life is a journey filled with countless moments. Some bring joy, others challenge us, but most often they pass by unnoticed, leaving us wondering where the time went. Are we merely spectators in this grand play of existence, or are we active participants living with authentic consciousness? The distinction, my friends, lies in our ability to be present, aware, and in control of our lives. Picture a busy city street, teeming with life. People rush by, each absorbed in their own little world. They navigate the urban jungle without truly seeing it, without feeling its pulse. Their eyes are open, yet their vision is blurred, their senses dulled by the mundane routine of everyday life. They move like automatons, driven by habits and impulses, reacting to the world rather than living in it. 1. The game of duality. Have you ever noticed how life often presents us with choices, decisions that seem to pit one thing against another? Love versus duty, ambition versus loyalty, pleasure versus principles? It's as if existence itself is playing a game of duality, keeping us in a constant state of balance and imbalance. One moment we're soaring high, embracing the euphoria of success or the warmth of love. The next moment, life seems to tilt the scales, testing our resilience in the face of failure or loss. The truth is, these dualities are illusions. They're mere figments of our limited perception, a byproduct of the games our minds play to keep us engaged, to keep us distracted from the deeper truths that lie beyond. The irony is that we willingly participate in this game. We buy into the illusions, allowing our emotions to swing like a pendulum between opposite states. But why? Why do we subject ourselves to this roller coaster ride of highs and lows? The answer, my friends, is simple. It's because we are asleep. We are so engrossed in the game that we fail to recognize its rules. We chase after elusive pleasures, cling to fleeting successes, and resist the inevitable losses, all in an attempt to find lasting happiness. But this pursuit is futile. It's like chasing a mirage in the desert. The more we pursue it, the more it eludes our grasp. Until we wake up. Until we realize that the true source of happiness lies not in the game, but in the awareness of playing it. 2. The call to authenticity. Imagine you are standing on the edge of a vast, unending ocean. Before you stretches the horizon, meeting the sky at a distant line. The waves crash and recede, rhythmically crashing and receding, endlessly crashing and receding. You stand there mesmerized by the ocean's timeless dance, its ceaseless ebb and flow. As you gaze out into the endless expanse, you feel a sense of calm wash over you. It's a feeling of deep connection, not just with the ocean, but with something much vaster, much more profound. You realize in that moment that you are part of this grand cosmic dance, that you are connected to everything in existence, and yet there is a part of you that resists this realization. There is a voice that whispers doubts and fears. It tells you that you are separate, that you are alone, and for a moment you believe it. You turn away from the ocean, from the vastness of existence, and retreat into the familiar confines of your everyday life. You lose yourself in the crowd, in the noise, in the endless distractions that modern life offers. But the ocean is calling to you. It is beckoning you to return to the truth of who you are, to reawaken to your authentic self. It is calling you home. Are you listening? 3. The art of detachment. Let me tell you a story. There was once a seasoned traveler who had roamed the world for many years. He had seen countless wonders and experienced a myriad of cultures. But as he grew older, he began to notice a change within himself. He realized that his attachment to the journey had started to wane. The thrill of the new, the excitement of the unknown, no longer held the same allure. Instead, he found solace in the stillness, in the quiet moments of reflection. One day, while sitting by a tranquil lake, he noticed a group of young travelers by the shore. They were boisterous and excited, eager to explore the world. As he watched them, he saw a reflection of his younger self, the self that was driven by the insatiable desire to experience all that life had to offer. With a gentle smile, he closed his eyes and let the tranquility of the moment wash over him. He knew in that moment that it was okay to let go, that it was okay to detach from the endless pursuit of new experiences. For he had discovered that the greatest adventure of all was not in the destination, but in the journey inward. It was in the process of self-discovery, of peeling back the layers of attachment and ego, that he found true freedom. The art of detachment, my friends, is not about withdrawing from the world. It's about engaging with the world in a deeper, more meaningful way. It's about recognizing that we are not our thoughts, our emotions, or our possessions. It's about realizing that our true nature is pure consciousness, boundless and eternal. Once we awaken to this truth, we begin to see that everything we desire is already within us. We do not need to chase after external pleasures or material possessions because the source of true happiness is within our grasp. All we have to do is turn inward and realize it. 4. The paradox of reaction and response. Imagine a busy intersection in a bustling city. Cars zoom by, horns blare, and pedestrians hurry along their way. Amidst this chaos, there are two drivers, driver A and driver B. Both are faced with the same situation, a yellow light. Driver A reacts instinctively. The second the light turns yellow, his foot slams on the brake, screeching to a halt. Driver B, however, responds. He doesn't just slam on the brakes because the light turned yellow. He assesses the situation, considering the distance to the line, his speed, and the safety of proceeding. His decision isn't dictated by impulse but by thoughtful consideration. In essence, driver A reacts while driver B responds. And this, my friends, is the crux of the matter. Our lives are filled with countless situations that test our decision-making abilities. Some are as dramatic as a yellow light, while others appear mundane. Yet each presents us with a choice between reaction and response. Most of us tend to react. We respond on autopilot, driven by habits, emotions, or past experiences. However, the truly awakened among us, those who dare to swim against the current, they respond. They make conscious, deliberate choices based on an understanding of their values, their goals, and their truth. 5. Living with presence. Have you ever noticed how often we allow our minds to wander into the labyrinth of the future or the corridors of the past? How often do we find ourselves daydreaming about what could be or ruminating over what has been? The future, with its alluring promises and uncertainties, beckons us with visions of success, love, or adventure. It tempts us to escape the present moment and seek solace in the imagined landscapes of tomorrow. On the other hand, the past, with its faded memories and lingering emotions, calls to us with echoes of joy, sorrow, or nostalgia. It lures us into a state of reminiscence, causing us to dwell in times gone by. But here's the paradox. While we escape into these mental realms, we drift away from the richness of the present. We fail to appreciate the beauty of a flower in bloom, the laughter of children at play, or the warmth of the sun on our skin. The awakened among us, however, remain tethered to the present. They anchor themselves in the here and now, embracing the simplicity and wonder of each passing moment. They understand that the present is where life resides. It's where our dreams are born and where our purpose unfolds. To live with presence, my friends, is to wake up to the beauty of each breath, each heartbeat, and each sunrise. It's about recognizing that life isn't a journey to some distant destination, but a tapestry woven from the threads of every moment. Each moment is a chance to practice presence, to wake up to the truth of who we are and what we desire. Are you ready to seize these moments? Are you ready to live authentically, to detach from the illusions and to respond rather than react? Remember, the power to transform your life lies within you. It's time to awaken and embrace the beauty of each breath, each heartbeat, and each sunrise. It's time to live with presence.